Good morning and welcome to Moneycontrol live stream. You're watching the opening bell and I'm Santosh Nair. Well, the SGX Nifty futures are indicating a positive start for Indian equities this morning. If you recall, the Nifty closed below the psychological 17,900 mark on Friday. US markets ended firm. The Dow Jones and Nasdaq stayed their strongest rally of 2023 so far, and at this point the Asian markets are also trading higher. So all the global cues in favor of Indian markets trending higher. Still, the overall mood remains a bit cautious after the massive sell-off seen last week. It's seen selling across the board, both in frontline shares as well as mid-cap and small-cap shares. And among the key things to keep an eye out for today would be the third quarter earnings from TCS. The company will be reporting its third quarter numbers, and the numbers as well as the guidance will set the tone for IT stocks in general near term. And a quick look now at the F&O cues. Apollo Tyres, Emphasis, India Bulls Housing have seen unwinding of long positions on Friday. Cholamandalam Finance, Coal India and Bajaj Finserv have seen build-up of short positions on Friday. And now a quick look at some of the newsmakers this morning, beginning with Titan. Now, the company reported its third quarter business update on Saturday, and the combined sales have risen by 12% year on year during quarter 3. The jewellery division growth was at 11% year on year, and also the company has added 111 new stores. Now, the stock has been struggling for quite some time now. While it's bounced sharply from the lows of June last year, it seems to be facing resistance around the 2600 mark, and according to players tracking the stock, the high valuations is one of the major concerns regarding the stock, although the third quarter numbers are expected to be very strong, given that it's seasonally a strong quarter for the company. Paytm is the other newsmaker this morning. Very strong business update once again for the third quarter. Average monthly transacting users are now at 85 million. This is up 32% year on year. Merchants paying subscription for payment devices now stand at 5.8 million as of December 2022. Also, the company added 1 million devices during the quarter gone by, and merchant payment volumes have also shown a good growth, up 38% to 3.46 trillion. And lastly, loan disbursement is a number which is closely tracked by the market. This has also risen sharply. It's gone up by almost 360% to now close to about 10,000 crore. Tata Steel is the third newsmaker. The production in India of steel has risen by 4.2% quarter on quarter to about 5 million tons. However, dispatches are down by 4% at 4.73 million tons. In the European market, the production was down by 6.3% sequentially at 2.25 million tons. However, dispatches were up by 4.8% quarter on quarter at 1.96 million tons. A look at the hot brokerage bet this morning. Morgan Stanley is underweight on Asian Paints, and it has a target of 2,674 rupees for the stock. Now, the company announced that it's investing another 2,000 crore in setting up a new water-based paint plant. Now, this capex of 2,000 crore comes soon on the heels of about 6,750 crore capex announced during the second quarter, and according to Morgan Stanley, this is a sign of intensifying competition in the sector. If you recall, already Grasim has said that it is entering the paint sector in a big way and has stepped up its presence. Morgan Stanley has said that it now remains less constructive on the paint sector. And with that, let's move on to the stocks on our watch list this morning, beginning with HG Infra Engineering. Now, the company is a road infra services player, and it is the main businesses are the maintenance of roads, flyovers and bridges. Now, the company has won 3 projects worth 6,400 crore during April to December. It's also now targeting additional order wins of close to about 2,500 to 3,000 crore for the fourth quarter. The order book as of September is about close to 11,000 crores, and the company is planning to focus on the road construction segment according to Moneycontrol Pro. Also, a key trigger for the stock is the NHAI awarding activity, which is expected to pick up in the last quarter of this year. Now, the target construction for this year, road construction for this year, is been about 12,000 kilometer, of which only less than 6,000 crore has been achieved till November. So, this activity of awarding road contracts is likely to pick up in this particular quarter. The next stock on a watch list is Jindal Stainless Steel. Now, Phillip Capital is bullish on the stock. It has initiated coverage on Jindal Steel with a buy rating and a target price of 300 rupees. Now, the main argument according to Phillip Capital in favor of Jindal Capital is that stainless steel today is the fastest growing value added metal globally, mainly because of new age applications and also strong replacement demand. In the domestic market, stainless steel demand has risen by about 6% at a compounded rate between FY15 to FY20. There was a brief drop during the pandemic, but it has once again rebounded very sharply in FY22. And before we continue with this, let's take a quick check on the markets. The Nifty is up by close to about 90 points in early trades. Very strong market breadth. About 1800 stocks are up and less than 200 stocks down. So, a strong rebound was expected after 3 days of steep fall in a row last week, but it remains to be seen whether the rebound can be sustained. The most market technical analysts are still keenly watching the 50-day moving average of 18,270. That's a crucial level, and which right now is acting as a major resistance level at this point in time. Mid caps are also showing a firm trend right now, with the NSE Mid Cap 100 index up by close to about 0.7%. Nifty Bank is just about steady. The Nifty Bank index is up by 0.2%. This is an index which had taken quite a bit of beating on Friday. We had seen both PSU as well as private sector banks falling very sharply on Friday. Coming back to Jindal Steel, according to Phillip Capital, the Jindal Steel already has a capacity of close to about 1.1 million tons, and following the merger with its subsidiary, which is Jindal Hisar, the overall stainless steel capacity will rise to about close to 1.9 million tons, and now between both companies they have about 50% market share in the stainless steel segment. Besides that, Jindal Steel is also expanding its steel melting capacity to 2.1 million tons per annum by the fourth quarter of this fiscal, and the expansion will increase capacity by 91%. That's the steel melting capacity by 91% at Jindal Stainless and by 53% at the overall group level. And these are the two major triggers in favor of Jindal Stainless, and the expansion is expected to drive faster than market growth and also improve the company's market standing, according to Phillip Capital. SRF is the last stock on our watch list. Now, the stock has been under pressure for quite some time. According to ICICI Securities, which has come out with an earnings preview, the company's fluoro specialty and also the high price of refrigeration gas may boost SRF chemical business earnings before interest and taxes during the third quarter. The technical textiles and packaging films EBIT may be lower on a year-on-year basis, but may still see some recovery sequentially. Also, ICICI Securities expects SRF's revenues to grow by about 7% year-on-year and operating profit to decline 7.3% year-on-year. And net profit is expected to be flat on a year-on-year basis, but at the same time it is expected to rise about 5% quarter-on-quarter to about 510 crore rupees. So, overall the quarterly performance may be much stronger than the year-on-year performance. And that's all that we have in this episode of Opening Bell. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back with you again at 3:30 p.m. with the closing bell. In the meantime, for all news, views and analysis, stay logged on to moneycontrol.com.